He had a couple of strands of my hair inside the car with him.
Let's get back to this. While y'all were fighting and he grabbed it, he was still sitting in the driver's seat.
With his dick out of his zipper, and his knife sitting like basically just like this. There's a little stand. Because when I looked in the car, I seen his penis. That's how I knew he was gonna try to rape me. Because why else would your penis be out?
Friends, this is Sergio Mora. He's being questioned in the death of John Daniel Hall. This took place in Florida in 2011. This video will include Sergio's first interview, then an interview with his friend Jacob, and then Sergio's second interview. Keep two things in mind. Number one, at times he does clank his wrist onto the table. The sound is quite annoying. He only does it for a couple of seconds and then he will stop. He also talks a lot about how he was sexually assaulted. He uses the word graped. I've muted this due to YouTube policy. So whenever he speaks and it's muted, just know this is what he's saying. This crime is quite vicious, so brace yourself.
You don't have any kind of mental issue or deficiency or anything like that?
I mean, besides me having ADHD and me being bipolar.
Okay. Okay, Sergio, what we want to talk to you about is the blue Kia Sorento. Okay. And, you know, just going to come out and say bad things happen to good people. Okay. We don't think you're a bad person. You know, stuff happens and, you know, bad decisions are made sometimes, but, you know, that doesn't make you a bad person. Okay. Do you know John Hall?
I don't know him, but I know who you're talking about.
The old man, older guy. How do you know him?
How do I know him?
Yeah.
Well, we got into an altercation.
You got an altercation with him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is this the person that we're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of altercation did y'all get into?
Honestly, he tried to rape.
He tried to rape. When did this take place?
It was Monday morning. I left Diego Circle. I don't know what time. Walking. Because I got into an argument with somebody that I was at their house with, and it hurt my feelings, and I took off walking.
Okay.
I walked until a little before 3, and I come back walking down Massachusetts.
Right.
I stopped at the corner at that store at BP. Well, not at BP. It's a Circle K. I got me a 75-cent drink. I started walking on the street. Now, you see the hair. I had hair on and blue shorts. So, I mean, most people mistake me for a girl on a daily basis. So, I guess that there was intentions from him. I'm walking. He say, "Hey, come here." I said, "For what?" He said, "I need your help. I'm a nice person. You can ask anybody that really knows me. I would give my last to anybody who asks." And that's straight up. If they need help, I would give it to them no matter what. So when I went over there, I looked in the car. His dick was out. That knife that I cut myself with, that y'all got had an investigation, he had it sitting on, the little middle thing. He had it sitting there. And from there, he hit me and pulled my hair. As soon as he pulled my hair, only thing I did was have flashbacks of me getting. And I got arrested for it, and I reported it in 2008. Okay. It should be there. Okay. After that, I just picked up a brick and I just started banging his head in. I promise you, because I was so scared. I freaked out. Okay. From there, he just stopped moving. He just completely stopped moving. So I called my friend, which is Harrison, Jake Hardaway. He says, "I'm going to come running." So supposedly he's coming. I get in the car. I think the man's dead. I freaked out. Straight up. So I didn't even let Jacob come with, because he's 17. And I look at him as a child. And he'll tell you this too. There's love there. That's like my child for real. So I did what I did and fought that man. I didn't want him to be in it to where anybody can say he was an accessory when he wasn't. Okay. So I got in the car, left, put the man in the back seat. I stopped at, it's a BP on the corner of Cervantes and 9th Avenue. Okay. I parked the car, not at the gas station, but I parked it some buildings next to it. There's a Subway, there's something else, there's other stuff. Okay. So, I got gas there, put it in the container. all honesty, my first thought was, did I really kill this man? Oh, burn the car and everything. Because me and him tussled there, like at that place. We tussled for a good minute.
Okay.
I didn't try to kill him. I don't know if he did. He said he was. He was drinking on it. We start walking down this little path. We get there. He wants to fight again. So we fought. I poured the gasoline on him. Sure did. Honestly did. So I poured the gasoline on him. From there, I backed up from him because I had gasoline on me. He had gasoline. There was gasoline everywhere on the ground. I lit a match. I didn't throw it on him. He came running at me. And when he came at me, and I guess it touched him before it touched me, sparked on fire. I sparked on fire because I had gasoline on me, my shoes, the ground. I was in a pit of fire. And I freaked out because intentionally, I didn't try to kill him.
Okay.
I wanted him to hurt, but I wasn't going to kill him because I can't see myself killing anybody. I really can't. Really can't. So from there, I got in the car and I left. I was so scared, didn't know what to do. Called my foster parent, even lied to him, asking him for money, to give me money so I could leave because I was so scared. Oh.
So y'all started tussling right there.
Right there, he pulled my hair out. Because, like, there's braids. I had recently got my hair did. He pulled braids out of my head.
Okay.
And as soon as he grabbed my hair, I went down because I wasn't trying to get in that car.
Okay.
So I went down, the first thing I seen was a brick. And I just took it and I just went at it. I lost control and I just kept hitting him upside his head with that brick.
How many times do you think?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
10, 20?
I don't know. It wasn't that many because I don't know. Roughly 10. It could be a little over, a little less. Okay. But only thing I know, I just kept going. I mean, he has my hair and I'm going like this, hitting him, head, face, everything. Just everything while I'm outside the car.
What did you do with the bread?
I threw it on the way to Marcus Point. I threw it.
Do you remember where?
I mean, I would have kept it because I kept the knife he used to try to cut me with. Right. But there was blood on it, and I can't see that because after that night, I've been seeing that man everywhere. It's like he's hunting me, and I didn't try to, but it happened, and he's gone. There's nothing I could do, but all honesty, it wasn't intentionally. I was mad because yes, I'm finna get again. Right. Like that's the first thing I thought in my head. I'm finna get again, and nobody did nothing about the first time. Right. So I lost control and started hitting him with the brick because the last man who tried to me, I couldn't even fight him. I just couldn't.
Okay. And you hit this guy with the brick that knocked him out.
Not the first lick.
Not the first lick.
He held on to my hair for a while.
Okay,
I promise you.
I kept several times.
I told you I was just like this.
Okay, and did it knock him out finally?
Finally knocked him out.
And then
I called my friend, say, this man just tried to come down, Massachusetts. He say, okay. Before he get there, all these thoughts ran through my head. I'm a criminal. I just killed somebody. I really just killed somebody. And then I'm offering somebody else's life by telling them to come over here. So I got in the car and I left.
Where did you go to at that point?
I told you, I went to that BP and got the gas.
Okay, where did the container come from?
It's his car.
Okay, do you remember what kind of container? Was it a gas container?
No, it was a laundry detergent thing. It was blue, was greenish. It was either Sun, the laundry detergent Sun, or some other one, but it was in a laundry detergent container. It was liquid.
Okay. So you took that out of the car and you filled it up with gas. Did you go in the store to pay for it? Okay. You go in the store and you pay for the gas. Do you remember how much it was?
I think I put $5 in. It was either $5 or $4. But if the man that works there, he knows me because I come in there a lot. Okay. So if you was to go to ask him, he would tell you. I came there, put $5 or so, parked the car somewhere else, and I walked up there and filled it up with the Sun dish detergent thing.
Okay, so you filled up with gas and you walk back to the car. You get in the car.
Get in the car.
You start driving.
What? He wakes up. He gets up out of nowhere, and
so he was in the back seat trying.
He was in the back seat. I want to say something, but I can't. Okay, I believe in spirits and ghosts and demons and angels and everything. I believe in the whole deal. I felt like after he got knocked out, because in my head, I know that man had to be dead because he wasn't breathing. And from there, when he got up, it was like he was possessed. Because I know if somebody just beat me up with a brick, I wouldn't try to tussle with them.
Right.
He came at me with full force, stronger than he did the first time in the car by Marcus Point.
Right.
So we tussled, got out the car, we tussled down, going down the path. With the first time incident with the gas, I told him to start drinking the gas after we fought. Then we get down further in the little thing, and that's when everything else happened.
When y'all pulled up, did you pull into the apartments at Marcus Point?
I did. I drove through.
Okay. Do you know anybody there? What made
No.
you go to Marcus Point?
Jacob Harrison, he used to stay out there.
Okay.
He told me, this was a while ago, because we used to do some stuff back then, like little chant spells and stuff, like witch stuff. He told me there's a big, like, clay pot way out there somewhere. And I'm like, that's the first thought, because I'm like, I know Pensacola, but I don't know, because I was going to burn the car. So I don't know no big open fields. So the first thought was Marcus Point. Somebody told me, you find a trail, you'll find a tar pit. Okay. So first thing I did, I went to Marcus Point, went left, turned, I'm going around Marcus Point. I see a trail. So I pulled over. We started walking on the trail. It's not like a trail,
right.
But at first it's like grass and stuff here, trees, and it's a big open field like this.
Right.
Then it gets like it's cut, it's mowed. Then it gets to the point where you like, we walk this way, and it's like the little good side of the grass. We walk through here, and there's a little path going this way.
Right.
We walked through there. We didn't even get far because we started fighting. I was going to go all the way to the tar pit because I was going to take the car and everything. We fought right there before we could even get anywhere towards the tar pit. And from there...
Did y'all, like, before you went down the little path in the part that's mowed, did you make him drink the gas there?
Yeah.
That's where you made him
Yes, because I wasn't... Like I said, I wasn't going to kill him. We in the open field. Anybody could look out their window. They would see me and this man standing right here arguing, me telling him to drink it. So there was no intention of killing him.
Right.
Thing is, when we start walking, once somebody, everybody say this, you have a right to self-defense. Right. And even though I'm not the type of person to straight up fight somebody, like, I might have my little, my grandma can tell you best. Have my little spells when I just start going off and that's yelling. Okay. I've never really put my hands on somebody. So when we got there, basically I pushed him on the ground. Okay. That's basically all I did. He came at me real close to me, grabbed my hair, then I pushed him, got him off of me, pushed him on the ground. He fell back.
Gas down.
And then he got up and sat up.
Okay.
He said, "Please don't kill me."
Okay.
I didn't say nothing. I turned my head. Finally, he stands up. He stands up, I turn around, straight up. I like to show him that I'm not scared to do this, but if you force me, I'm like 10 to 15 feet away from him. Okay. He comes charging, and that little man charged at me. And from there, I promise you, I was like this.
Holding the match? Yes,
and he touched it. My hand caught on fire, and I touched my pants. Okay. The ground caught on fire. Obviously, he caught on fire too, but there was gasoline all over the ground. It just went from that big area and it expanded. It just expanded, and I was caught in it. And on top of it, I had gas all over this area. My foot, my shoes, my legs. I took off running because after he caught on fire, I was like, what the fuck? Okay. I was scared. He seen my face, and I know that man seen my face because I wasn't trying to hide it. Right. That wasn't what I was going through. He came at me, and he got burned. Got scared. I was on fire. I took off. I went running through Marcus Point. And I ran like I never ran before.
Back to the car?
Back to the car.
Okay.
Got in the car, quickly started up, and speeded out of Marcus Point.
What happened to the detergent bottle?
To the what?
The gas bottle that you had.
It burned up.
Okay. And the initial attack
was him grabbing my hat.
The initial fight occurred in a vacant lot? Is that It's right there at Gold Millions? Okay. That's where, and that's where you picked the brick up from?
Under his car,
Okay.
because it was a brick under his car.
Then you went, after you thought you
I thought I killed him.
killed him.
Called Jacob.
Okay.
And from-
Jacob came to you.
He didn't come.
Okay.
He was on his way.
Did
I
you-
left.
So you left him.
Left
So
him.
you
I don't
went
even know
by-
where he was
you went
at
by
the time.
yourself. You transported this man in this vehicle to the Marcus Point by yourself.
Yes.
So when you got to Marcus Point, where did you park the car at?
Okay. Like when you first pull up to Marcus Point.
You said you went all the way around.
Yeah,
to the
there
back.
I went to the left.
Okay.
You go down this hill and then you turn. And then you follow the road. It's like it's straight ahead. It's like you pass the office, like somewhere on this road. You go around, you do this little thing, you go around the office like in this area, facing from where I'm talking about the road. Then you go down some more and there's another turn. A part like at that turn.
Okay.
Right
you
down.
went to the back of the apartment complex. Did you drive up on the grass and go down, or did you make him get out?
Because he got up.
Y'all were still in the parking lot at the time, right?
Yeah.
So when he got up, you talked him into going down there too.
Yes. Well, we didn't go down on path at first. It was just an open field.
You had open field with
Yeah.
grass, with grass on it. Then you stopped.
Stopped.
You made him drink. It was more or less at the top of the hill before you went down on the trail, correct?
It wasn't. I don't see it as a hill.
What I'm just saying is right before you went
on the trail. Right before we went on the trail, we was right there.
And that's where he drank it.
Yes, and I said, please sit down and drink it. Just sit down, because I didn't want him to fall over. I didn't want him to waste it on him. That was the first thought when I made him sit down and drink it. Then we got up, got into that little tussle argument because he wasn't gonna drink it. We walked down the little path, did that little tussle and stuff there, and he caught on fire from me lighting the match.
I think we got ahead of myself here. After you beat him down.
I didn't beat him down.
I'm just saying after the fight.
Yes.
After the fight, it on Massachusetts Avenue. Your thought was,
I killed this man.
I got killed this man. Now I got to get rid of the car and him. Correct?
Because I was scared.
So what you did then, you went and got the gas. Correct? And you went to get the gas with what? What was your intentions then?
My intentions was to burn the car.
And burn him.
Well, so to say, yeah.
You thought he was dead.
You thought
Yeah, I thought it was dead.
Okay.
So my thing is, I was gonna burn the car because if he was alive, straight up after we got into that, I would have left. But my fingerprints was all on the car. So I mean, me and him fought on the car. Like he's in the car, I'm outside. We fought right there. So all my stuff was on the car, like fingerprints. He had a couple of strands of my hair inside the car with him.
Let's get back to this. While y'all were fighting and he grabbed it, he was still sitting in the driver's seat in the car.
With his dick out of his zipper and his knife sitting like basically just like this. There's a little stand sitting right here. Because when I looked in the car, I seen his penis. That's how I knew he was gonna try to. Because why else would your penis be out? Especially on top of that, you are old man. You asked for help, but then it turns out you wanted something else.
You went to get the gas with the intentions of burning the car, and you thought he was dead, and you was gonna burn him in the car, correct? But it didn't work out. He woke up when you got to the Marcus Point.
Mm-hmm. We fought.
You
Tussled in the car.
Again. You finally get him out. Y'all walk to the Disposing trail. You make him. Does he sit down on the ground and drink?
At first, he didn't, because I made him carry the can. I said, "Here, carry this." He carried it. He walked. We stopped. I said, "Okay, now drink it." He said, "How much I have to drink?" I said, "Until I tell you to stop. So drink it. I'm gonna make you feel like you made me feel." He didn't want to drink it. I said, "Sit down and drink it." Finally, us arguing, he sat down, started drinking it. I don't know if he was drinking it or not because it was in the dark, because it's dark as heck out there. Right. Told him to get up. Got into the little tussle. We started walking down the trail. Got into that little tussle, and I left.
When you poured, after y'all quit fighting or done the one of the tussle, you said you poured the gas on him. Most of the gas apparently was in his lap. Or toward the middle part. But why did you intend to burn him? Why did you burn his penis so much?
I didn't try to, because like you said, I don't know if he was drinking or not. So when he was sitting down, he could have been wasting it down here while he was sitting down, pretending to drink, or if he drank it or not. He was sitting down. He had the container in his hand. It was like this. So I mean, he wasted there. I just poured on top of him.
When y'all got down to the bottom of the well, so when he was drinking it, you poured it on him right there, right?
No.
Oh, so y'all.
We went down the trail.
Went down the trail, and then you poured it again down at the bottom where he was last saying. Kind of right there.
That little circle.
Did he roll or anything?
Not that I know of, because I know after he caught on fire, he tried to run. He tripped and fell where he fell at, and he just stayed there.
Let me ask you this: when you were walking down Massachusetts and he called you over to the car, did he ever get out of the car?
No.
So he was in the car.
He was in the car.
And he showed you his penis.
He didn't show me.
Well, he just had that.
I looked, because when you talk to somebody, you look at them in his face. Okay. He's a stranger to me. Right. I looked through that whole car, and that's straight honest. Okay. I went straight down, because from what I experienced, males and stuff like to keep their gun and stuff right here. Right. And because I have been tried with people with guns and stuff.
You were at the window and you looked down?
Yes, I looked down, seen his penis. Okay. From there, I seen that knife. Okay. And grabbed this, hit. It wasn't in his hand at first. It was sitting there. Okay. Like, it was opened and everything. Right. Like, he gonna get me. Like, that's how I really felt. Like, he really was gonna get me. Grab him. First, he hit me. Then it was the hair. Because he went like.
Still sitting in the car at that point?
He went like this. It hit, but he grabbed my hair. Because, like, he went there, hit my head. My hair is down. Because I was walking looking like a girl. Had on booty shorts. Like I wear ever. You can ask anybody. I dress up like a girl. Had on booty shorts and everything. My hair was down. So, I mean, he hit me and then grabbed my hair. I went straight down. I don't know if he had both his hands in my hair. Or then I know he was pulling. Okay. And pulling time I get in the car. Get in the car.
So he was trying to pull you in the car?
Yes, like from my hair like this. It was just like this. And I'm like this.
He was trying to pull you through the window?
He was pulling me. The door wasn't open. He was just pulling me. Time I get in the car. So I guess he felt as if, since I seen the knife, I seen all that, him pulling my hair, I was just going to automatically just jump in the car. I didn't. I seen the brick right under his car, like right by my feet. I grabbed it and I went to town, but...
You hit him while he was still in the car?
While he was still in the car, pulling on my hair.
Did he ever come out of the car?
Only time he came out the car was when I moved him to the back seat.
Okay, so he was sitting in the car, knocked out in the driver's seat. So you pulled him out and put him in the back seat.
What side of the back seat?
It was right behind the driver's seat. Okay. Right behind the driver's seat.
So you get him in the back seat, and then you just jumped in the driver's seat? And you took the brick with you, or did you leave the brick there?
I took it with me. Okay. And on the way to Marcus Point, I dropped it out the window.
Did you hold the knife on him or anything?
No, I didn't have his knife at all. It was in the car. It was in the car. That's the thing. My intention wasn't to kill him, because I could have easily just stabbed him or anything with the knife and got it over. It went to the point of gas, this, you burnt. I could have just simply stabbed him. I wasn't going there. I just wanted him to feel bad. And from there, it escalated. Okay. But I didn't hold the knife on him at all.
Okay. It's obvious you don't have the same clothes on. Are those shoes you're wearing the same shoes you were wearing that night? Mm-hmm. They are? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Same exact shoes. Just on like there should be gasoline, everything. Because I bleached the car after I dropped Jacob in them off. And there's the bleach stains on my shoes. Just leave me alone. Please just leave me alone. Please just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone.
So that's the end of Sergio's interview. That was quite intense, don't you think? The police are now going to question Jacob, who is Sergio's friend, as the police believe Jacob may have been at the crime scene. Initially, Jacob is quite hard to understand, but then when they officially have a recorded interview, Jacob speaks more clearly.
Has Sergio said anything to you about where he got the car?
I mean, the most he told me, I know, he called me and was like, he said something about somebody. He said, come and find him. So, I mean, I walked to PCV and I walked back to Diego Circle, couldn't find him. And didn't see him till the next day when he came with the car.
What do you mean? Somebody right?
I don't know.
He
Sergio,
go into detail?
no, Sergio just, Sergio's a lot of drama. Sergio's a lot of drama. He's been in Lakeview. He's been, I know, probably like a year ago, he was telling me, I know that, but I don't know what he was calling me about. I just know he sounded worried. So whenever my friend calls, I go.
Okay. Tell me about what he said that he got raped that day. What did he say?
He was just like, Jacob, come get me. I just almost got blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, where are you? And he just hung up. So my first intentions was his house. And that's where I went. He said something about the police taking it. So that's why he had my phone.
Has he been in trouble before?
Not that I know of. I mean,
have you ever been in trouble before?
I got in trouble once in 9th grade.
For what?
With the law.
For what?
For having a box cutter at school.
Okay.
So you got arrested? You got fingerprints and everything?
Yeah, but I did my probation, and I don't know what they said. I think they said they was gonna clear my file or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was the only time I got in trouble. I did ask him where he got the car from though, and he said something about the police giving him a new car or something. I don't know. That's what he told me.
That the police giving out cars?
That's what he said. He
I
said,
didn't get in line for that.
You and me both.
That's what he told me. He was like, the police gave him that car or something. Sergio's crazy.
Let me ask you this: when did y'all take the stickers off the car?
Oh, I didn't take anything off the car.
Did you see it today?
The car?
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the house all day.
You didn't see Sergio take the stickers off the car?
No, when Sergio came over there, he didn't have a car.
When?
Today. When I was in Diego Circle and
he parked
came
it over in Oakstead. The neighbors already snitched y'all out. They said that Sergio's had that car all week. They're coming and going over there, and he parked it over in Oakstead, and I guess walked over there to the apartment. And I guess what made y'all take off today?
I ran because he ran.
Okay.
Like the man asked him if Sergio was his name, and he said no, and then he started running. So the first thing I think, that's my friend. I'm finna go with him.
If you haven't done anything, why would you run?
I don't know.
If he shoots himself in the head, you gonna shoot yourself in the head?
No, I'm not that stupid.
That's the advice I can give you is to be honest, because I'd hate for you to ruin the rest of your life getting caught up in somebody else's drama. Okay, you're 17 years old.
How old are you?
17.
It's be better for you to get out from under this. Tell me what you know about it than trying to minimize what you know about it. And because I can tell you if you get caught up in it later.
I understand.
You understand
but honestly, that's all I know. I mean, yeah, I've been riding in the car. That's because I didn't know it was stolen or anything.
You was riding with him yesterday too, wasn't you?
No, I wasn't with him yesterday. He came over to the house yesterday, but I didn't leave with him because when he left, it was nighttime and he went to the fish house. Willie, they went out to the club last night.
Where'd they go?
The fish house.
How old's Willie?
17.
Let me ask you this: How would Sergio come about in the circumstances where he would be?
What you mean?
You said that he called you the other night and said that he's been. You said that he got up in Cantonment. I mean, how is he prostituting or?
No, I think it's the way that he dresses. I mean, because I've been before, and I know if it's the way that I dress, then it got to be the way Sergio dress.
What do you mean the way he dresses?
No, booty shorts, shirts that show wide, stuff like that. I mean, Sergio does drag too.
Where?
We've been to the Blue Bar a couple of times.
Has anybody mentioned to you about this murder?
No, this is my first time hearing about it.
So you haven't heard nothing else about it?
No, not at all.
He was murdered over the weekend.
And burnt alive.
Doused with gasoline, beat in the head, and set on fire.
That's what you're looking at. That's what you're facing. If you can't convince us that that's all you know. Do I think you killed this man? Maybe not. I think you know a little bit more what you want to tell us.
Absolutely.
I honestly don't. Like, that's all I honestly know.
This kind of shit you see on TV, man.
It
Horror movies. Zombies and shit like that. It's not supposed to be happening in real life. That's another human being right there.
He was 68 years old. And from what everybody tells me, he was the nicest individual. He gave people rides, and he didn't deserve that. What did Sergio tell you about this guy?
He didn't tell me anything. I mean, I hope Sergio didn't do this. I really hope he didn't. I really hope he didn't. I have too much respect for Sergio.
Respect ain't got shit to do with it.
Can you move these pictures, please?
Does Sergio... You think Sergio's got anything to do something like that?
I mean, Sergio's crazy. He like to fight people, but I would never think that he would kill anybody. At all.
Think maybe this man came on to him or something? Sergio is trying to defend himself?
I don't know. I mean, but still, even if that was the case, that's not something you do to people.
Who did Sergio know about at Marcus Point Apartments?
I don't know. Like I said, if he probably knew some dudes out there, but Sergio doesn't tell me a lot of the dudes that he goes and hangs out with simply for the fact that he thinks I'm going to try to talk to him.
So y'all got a little competition thing going on?
Yeah, it's very competitive.
You telling us you weren't there when all this went down?
Mm-hmm.
But the evidence we collected out there, nothing gonna come back to you?
No. Because I wasn't nowhere near, so I don't know.
You seen a gas can in that car?
No.
Lighter fluid?
No.
No.
I mean, when I got in the car, it looks brand new to me.
Did y'all ever go put gas in? Where'd y'all go put gas in?
Circle K.
Which one?
The one by Diego Circle, and we've been...
Is there anything that you can tell me about this case other than what you've told me?
That's all I know. I mean, I wish I could help, and I really hope Sergio didn't do this. I really hope he didn't.
Well, I don't know if Sergio did or not. Let me get a recorded statement from you, Jacob.
A what?
Recorded statement. What we're going to do is just go over basically what you told me. You got a phone call from, just go through that story. I don't put words in your mouth. This is a recorded statement taken by investigator Kevin Coxwell from Harrison Jacob Hardaway, reference to 2011 case number 024144. Today's date is August 25th, 2011. The time is 3:20 p.m. Jacob, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear from the statement you're about to give is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
I'll show you a picture of a white male. Do you recognize that white male?
No, sir.
You put your hand down. You stated to me earlier that you're friends with Sergio Moore. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you get a phone call from Sergio over the weekend?
Yes, sir.
And what was the conversation of that phone call?
He just sounded really stressed out. He was telling me that he almost got and stuff. So And then I asked him where he was, and he hung up the phone. So only place I would think that he was at home. So that's where I went, and he wasn't there.
So you couldn't see it on your telephone where he was calling from, correct?
Yeah,
so
he
like
called on private.
Okay, and so you assume that he was calling from his house?
No, because he doesn't have a house phone. He doesn't have cell phone, so I don't know where he was calling me off of.
Okay, so you just assume that maybe he was at home?
Yeah.
Okay, and where does he live at?
PCV.
And that's Pensacola Village?
Mm-hmm.
What building?
U3.
Okay. What day do you think that was that he had called you?
Early Sunday morning, I think.
Okay, and what time Sunday morning?
Like 2 or 3 in the morning.
So 2 or 3 a.m. Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So he calls you, tells you that he almost got. Was he crying or?
He was just yelling.
Okay, just kind of hyped up. What'd you say? You walk over there to Pensacola Village, knocked on the door. He wasn't home.
I tried to open the windows, but they were locked.
Okay. So you stated that you walked from Diego Circle, apartment 123.
Yeah.
Walked all the way over there. It took you an hour and a half. Okay. Couldn't get anybody to the door. Walked back home. Went back to sleep.
Yeah, I went to sleep.
Okay. Sergio came over later that day.
Yeah, like at 11 in the morning. Okay. 11 or 12.
Was he driving a vehicle when he came over there?
Yeah.
What was he driving?
Like a blue SUV.
Was it do you know the brand?
No.
You don't know what brand car it was? Just a small blue SUV?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ridden in that car since then? Since Sunday or Monday?
Yeah.
A couple times?
Yeah.
Would Sergio bring it over to DJ's house at Diego Circle?
Sometimes, but he wouldn't stay long.
Okay. We park it in the driveway? Okay. So it's safe to say that Sergio had this vehicle since Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay. Off and on. And he'd pick you up, you ride around with him? Okay. Today, did he come over to Diego Circle?
Yeah, but he wasn't in the car today.
Okay. You didn't see him pull up in the car? Okay, so it was possible that he could have parked at Oakstead and walked around to Diego?
I guess so. I thought he just walked from PCV.
Okay. Do you remember seeing any stickers or anything on the car in the beginning of the week?
No, I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. I was just getting in the ride.
Okay. Is there anything else that you can tell me about this vehicle? You said y'all went and got gas one day this week from W in Massachusetts. Okay, and that was you, Willie Moore, which is Sergio's cousin, and Cardell Archie?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did Sergio say anything to you about almost being raped? Did he tell you any details about it or what had happened?
No, when I asked him, when I asked him what had happened and why he had called me like that, he was just like, he was fine now, nothing's wrong and stuff. So I just left it at that.
Okay. So would he ever confide into you something like that that's happened in the past?
Yeah, he said he was like a year ago in Cantonment.
Okay. Did he ever tell you anything about it, or
he just said he called the police. They didn't do nothing about it. That was it.
Okay. You got anything, Tom?
Yeah. Sergio, does he sell dope or anything? So does he work anywhere?
No.
He don't trade dope for sexual favors or anything like that?
No.
Where do y'all get all your money?
He gets a check.
Okay.
He was in foster care, so he gets a check every month for going to school.
So that's the end of Jacob's interview. Personally, I think he's telling the truth. Do you? His story correlates with Sergio's story about how Jacob was not at the crime scene and was not involved. Now we get to the final interview. This is the second interview of Sergio, and then after this, I'll give you a full synopsis of everything that happened in court.
What is it that you want to talk about?
Well, I've been in contact with one of my friends on the streets, and they have talked to Willie, and Willie basically said that y'all came to talk to him, and something was raised about Jacob, and I've been asking my lawyers questions, and they ain't telling me nothing, so I decided to ask you.
Okay. Like what? What do you want to know?
Willie said that y'all said that someone said that Jacob had something to do with my case and something like that, and he tried to reassure y'all that he didn't, because I ain't tell him he didn't. I told y'all he didn't, and I'm like confused. I don't know like what's going on.
Okay. When we talked about this before, I always thought that Jacob was involved in this. Jacob always said that he left the house, DeJacque's house, DJ's house on Diego Circle. And he got a phone call from you when you used John Hall's phone to call him and said that you or something is what Jacob told me.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob said he left there and he walked all the way to Pensacola Village on Fairfield Drive. Okay. And then he said that he knocked on the windows, knocked on the doors, could never get a hold of you, and he walked back to DJ's house and went to sleep. Here recently, I pulled his phone records and his cell tower hits, and I know that he wasn't at DJ's house the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he was somewhere else. And like I always believe, I believe that he was with you at some point. I don't think that I think there was more to it than what you told me when we first talked after the homicide. So, some other people have come forward and some questions were raised. So that's about it.
Cause that's basically what I want to know, cause he wasn't, and then I heard recently that I guess he got whiff of it or whatever the case is, cause I haven't talked, and from my understanding, he tried to kill himself.
Okay.
So I was trying to like basically just figure out what's going on, cause my lawyers ain't telling me nothing.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that that's the case, that Jacob's involved in it, but if he is involved with it, you know, personally, I feel that Jacob should share in the blame, you know, as you. You know, if you were a part of it, Jacob should be held accountable for his actions also. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I mean, from the beginning, you said that you acted alone and that you were by yourself. So, I mean, unless you got something else to the contrary, or
I don't. He wasn't with me, so I was just trying to figure out, like, cause I asked my lawyers who could have said this and why would they come say it now after I've been in jail for almost 2 years now. Mm-hmm. So, and they ain't telling me nothing. I guess it's cause they new on the case and they don't really know what's going on either, but they ain't telling me nothing. So, and I only heard this from, you know, one friend, so.
Who was it that?
Marquise.
I mean, what did they hear from Willie?
Willie just said that y'all came to talk to him, and y'all was asking him questions about this and that, and then y'all told him that someone had said that Jacob was, you know, there and had a part in it, and he basically told y'all that he wasn't, because I didn't tell y'all that, or Jacob didn't tell him that, or nothing like that. So that's what I was told.
I mean, is that still your statement that Jacob wasn't with you?
Yeah,
that
he
you
wasn't.
acted alone when, you know, you basically put it bluntly, when you killed John Hall. So I mean, that Jacob was not with you. Okay.
Cause I also know someone else had talked to y'all named Alex Kent, and if supposedly I confessed to him, if Jacob was part of it, why I didn't tell him that Jacob was part of it? So I just was trying to fill in the blanks of what's going on because I went to court recently, and since then I haven't seen my lawyers to bring the issue up again about this. So that's basically all I wanted to know.
Okay. That's all I can tell you. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about? That's it. Okay. You got anything?
So that's the end of all the interviews. Let me read out to you how this case concluded. So according to media reports, a Pensacola man was sentenced to life in prison for the death of John Hall. The man, Sergio, made him drink gasoline and lit the match. They convicted Sergio Dupree Mora, who was 21 at the time, of first-degree murder. They did seek the death penalty, but eventually it was just life in prison. There were no charges for Jacob. Now, in 2016, they did order him a new trial due to potential mental incompetency, but that was eventually dismissed. And again, he was sentenced to life in prison, and this image is of what he looks like today. Comment, tell me what you think.